Recording.
I'm recording. Bring my computer closer to me, because usually I'm too quiet.
Good morning,
Good morning. Good
people.
morning.
It's morning time.
Morning.
It's actually Monday.
It is, and guess what? Today is the first day of the fall solstice. Happy fall.
Happy fall. I've been in fall mode since June, but it is actually fall today. Woo.
I have a little bit of a cold, I think,
Oh, no.
developing, so if I sniffle, I'm sorry. I do have tea to help me get better.
I have coffee to help me live through this day. The only good thing, love fall. Also, you, as a social media person, understands. Love exploiting that first day of fall for a good post. That's all I've done in the past week, because there's nothing to make. Anyway, that's irrelevant. This week, we're talking about Lennon and Stella.
Lennon Stella and her EP, Love Me.
Lemon Stella.
And there's a comma after love, so it's like a letter.
Like a letter.
Love me.
Love, comma, me. It's actually what the title of the album is. Love, comma, me.
Yes. So Lennon, and her sister Maisie are a Canadian music duo. Lennon was born in 1999, and most people know them from one of two things. So I think I mentioned this at the end of last week's episode, they had a video that went viral of them singing Robin's version of Call Your Girlfriend. Yes. And they were doing like the cup song thing, but they were doing it with like empty butter containers. If you guys remember that, you're a real one. Mm-hmm. If not, and you watched the show Nashville, you would recognize them for being on that show because they played Maddie and Daphne Conrad on that show from 2012 until just last year in 2018.
Hold on, my mom's trying to FaceTime me and I'm gonna tell her to stop.
They were both born in Oshawa, Ontario, and now they both live in Nashville, Tennessee. They're the daughters of singer-songwriter duo Mary Lynn and Brad Stella, who perform together as the Stellas. So they have been around music forever, and like it's in their blood to be performers and singers. And they started, I think that video came out in like 2011, and then in 2012 they started on Nashville and doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
It says here that Lennon got her first guitar when she was 5, and her dad taught her. Neither of them have ever received lessons or professional vocal or instrumental training, and they both play numerous instruments and sing in 2-part harmony. The girls write songs. They've been writing songs since they were little together, which I'm sure those are just fantastic. There's a that. Get out of here. Get out of here. So even though they're both obviously very interested in music from an early age, the younger sister was more interested in acting. So she's pursuing that while Lennon is pursuing the music side of things. And like I said, that Call Your Girlfriend video went viral, and they went to Good Morning America, and their YouTube channel at this time has over 97 million views and nearly 762,000 subscribers.
That's almost as much as ours has.
I know, they're almost the same as us.
Yeah, we're very famous.
They've been featured in a lot of shit, like Oprah Magazine, Glamour People, Huffington Post. Michael Kors invited them to his show at New York Fashion Week in 2017. but they weren't able to attend, so they just recorded a video for him playing I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. That song.
That was so spot on. We're going to get copyrighted.
Oh, shit. But, yeah, so Lennon is now signed with Columbia Records. She signed with them in January of 2018. She is featured on a track called Polaroid with Jonas Blue and Liam Payne.
Okay.
Liam Payne from
One Direction.
One Direction, yeah.
I said that and then immediately hesitated for some reason. I was like, is that wrong?
I had Directioners in my brain because that's what they call their
from One Directioners.
Uh-huh. And then Lennon opened, she released this EP that we're talking about today in November 16th, 2018. And she had previously released Bad, Breakaway, and Fortress as singles. And then in May and June of this year, she opened for Anne Marie. I don't know who that is.
I feel like I've heard the name, but like I have no further information.
Yeah, she had a Speak Your Mind tour. But then Lennon also this year has collaborated with the Chainsmokers and Elenium for a single called Takeaway. And then she recently also released a single called Bitch, which I really like. I don't know if you listened to that song or not.
I haven't. Bitch.
It's good. It's like the whole point of the song. The title of the song is Bitch, and then in parentheses it takes one to know one. And it's basically she's trying to take away, it's like reclaiming the word bitch. Like it no longer is a bad thing. It means we're badass, basically. Mm-hmm. And I like the song a lot. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about her EP. Yep. So there's 5 tracks. Bad, Breakaway, Feelings, La-Di-Da, and Fortress. Which one is your favorite?
I think my favorite is Feelings. Because, I mean, I just liked how it sounded. But I also kind of I really liked the lyrics. Like, you know, like, don't... Like, you can tell somebody things, but, like, you can't place your burdens and your things on other people and leave them there. You know, and it's also, like, not your responsibility with carrying burdens, which, like, I can relate to very heavily because I have a lot of my own problems and everyone else's problems are also my problems, and that's exhausting, and I'm working on it. So, like, I really liked that song just because, like, I could kind of relate. I don't know, I really liked all of these. They're very good.
I love this project. I think it's so good. Like, if I'm going to listen to pop music, this is the kind of pop music I'm going to listen to.
Yeah, for sure.
Because she has a beautiful voice, and she knows what to do with it. Like, I feel like she very easily could be, like, a Welcome to My Kitchen type singer.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but, like, because it's walking the fine line between that, but it's not... It's done well. She's you can definitely tell she's very talented, and she's not just some girl going, you know, like she's actually really talented.
Definitely. I don't know if I can pick a favorite. I think Breakaway was the first track that I heard. It was actually on my Discover Weekly. That's how I found her. I don't know. I like it a lot. The song, I'm on Genius.com, and it says, this song came together when she was away at a writing camp in Nicaragua. Her parents were divorcing, and she wrote this to explain her feelings.
Nice.
And when she wrote, like, her Instagram post to say that this song was released, because I think this was a single, she put, oh man, I cannot believe this song is out in the world. I feel naked. About a year ago when I went on a writing trip to Nicaragua, that was completely life-altering. I've never felt so inspired. I've never been surrounded by so many people filled with so much magic and talent bursting out of them. At the time of this trip, I was in a very weird headspace. If I'm being entirely honest, my parents were separating and I was moving out on my own, scared shitless and just feeling genuinely lost in many different aspects. This song was made in the trees of Nicaragua about exactly how I was feeling in that moment, which makes this song ultimately special to me. I hope you resonate with it. Love you guys a painful amount. Thank you for caring. Yeah, I don't know. This song is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
The second verse says, the ground and the ceiling seem to be disappearing. Nothing to stand on. Oh God, I hate this feeling. You put the weight of your world down on my shoulders. Why'd you have to make me older?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I think that even though she is at this, well, she was born in 99, so she's 20. But, like, they didn't go to college. So at 20 years old, trying to make your own space in the music industry, I think that having that space at home was probably very important.
Mm-hmm.
But her parents getting a divorce was like, oh, you have to grow up right this minute.
Yeah, I mean, divorce, you know, speaking from experience, I mean, granted, I was 5, but, like, it does. It's life-altering, and, like, most of the time, it's probably for the better, but, like,
right.
Regardless, it's still, like, a nuts. It's still insane. It's an insane thing, even if it's very amicable and whatever. Like, it's still never good, really, in the beginning. So, yeah, I can understand how, like, going through that and also, like, going into your adult life, because that's hard enough as on its own, you know? So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine that would be difficult. But
definitely.
I was very mature when I was 5. I don't even remember it.
You sit your parents down at the table and
did.
you're like, so I understand.
So listen,
this is happening.
I know. And then I shit my pants.
So what did you think of Bad? The song Bad?
It's stuck in my head all the time. Like, always.
It's so bizarre. The song.
It is.
She had been dating.
Sorry, go ahead.
This guy for 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and she never saw any red flags.
Yeah.
And he was so nice to her. Like that's the whole chorus. Like.
Yeah, wasn't he like 6 years into another relationship, and she just had no idea?
He had been seeing another girl for 6 years, and both of the girls left the guy after they found out, and they are now friends.
Good. Yes. Love that.
Which is always great. That's an annotation on Genius that's not been, like, reviewed by her, but people find out the weirdest shit somehow.
Yeah. I mean, stans are weird. We should have them be detectives, because they just find everything.
Really should. You know what song I fucking love off of this album that I, like, don't want to love?
La-di-da.
Yes. Because it's like, I just love it. That's the one that's always stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I have Bad stuck in my head a lot, and it's only, I wish that you would have treated me bad, and then just that over and over and over.
Yeah.
I was singing it. I was, like, doing dishes last night, and I had one AirPod in, because I'm cool now, because I got AirPods. But Luke was, like, drying the dishes, and I was like, like, I hummed something, and then he just looks at me, he goes, yeah, carry on my way. And I was just like, excuse me?
I know what I'm singing.
And he's like, is that what you're listening to? And I was like, that, not even close, homie. Not even close. A little bit. And then I couldn't listen to it anymore because I still had it playing, but he was over there singing. And then that somehow morphed into, should have been a cowboy. I don't know where that came from.
I want to be a cowboy, baby.
Geez. Luke does this thing where he'll like sing a little tiny chunk of a song and then just like, and I get it because that happens to me. I'll get it stuck in my head, but like I don't sing it out loud for 5 straight minutes. Like he'll do that. He was in the kitchen doing something last night and just literally over and over. Should have been a cowboy. Should have been a cow. And I'm just like, stop. Please.
That's funny.
But Yeah.
I think we've talked about every song except for Fortress at this point.
Fortress.
Let me see what this song is about. There are absolutely zero
good
annotations on this song.
It's about a fortress.
It's like she put up a fortress in like socially.
So yeah. Yes.
And it's.
I got a burst of energy. Don't know where it came from. Probably won't.
I think it's about a breakup. Because when you're 20, all your songs are about breakups.
Yeah. Well, when you're in the music industry, all your songs are about relationships. Well, if you're in the pop industry, yeah, at least. If you're an indie person, they're about relationships, but they're about smoking cigarettes at sunset with your bae.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
yeah. I guess that's it.
That's all. I mean, it's only 5 songs, so what do you guys expect from us?
What do you guys expect? We both got it.
I didn't ask for you to berate me.
Hey. Stop it now.
You better quit now, little buddy. I will come over there and give you your spanking.
Okay, bye. No.
Next week, are we doing that?
Yeah. We're doing it.
Amber Howard. No, that's not her name.
Somebody.
Something. Yes, it is.
I think that's what you said to me.
I think her name's Amber.
Anyway.
It starts with an A.
Alabama Shakes lady.
Released her first solo album.
Yes. Oh man, I need to go back to bed.
God, this morning, this is irrelevant, but I also need to go back to bed because Evan got the new phone because of course he did. Mm-hmm. And his old phone is out in the living room, still on for God knows why. And of course, he never turned his alarm off because it's like set for Monday through Friday. And so it's just going off all morning. And he's being huffy puffy because he thinks it's my alarm. And he knows that my alarm is the Gilmore Girls. La, la. It's that. And I was like, you need to go turn it off. I don't know what that is. And he gets up and he peeks his little head out the door of our bedroom. Like, as if there's somebody in the living room playing marimbas. I don't know what he was expecting.
It was somebody playing marimbas, for sure.
Yeah. But I was angry because it was 7 in the morning, and I don't get up till 8.
Yeah.
And that hour is important to me.
It is. I know. I woke up... Well, because Luke usually leaves at, like, 6:50, and he, like, comes in and, like, wakes me up and is like, I'm leaving, and I'm like, okay, bye, and then I usually go back to sleep. And then, so I had an alarm set for 7. And so that went off like immediately after he left, and I was like pissy. And then I set an alarm for 7:30, and that went off, and I hurt everywhere. So I set an alarm for 7:40, and it was just like those 10 minutes of like not falling all the way back to sleep, but like just allowing my eyes to rest. Mwah. Delicious.
It's quite nice.
It is nice. Anyway.
I agree. All right.
Tell us about how you wake up on...
Yeah, what's your alarm ringtone? Do you want us to sing you to sleep in the morning? Sing you awake
we will
in the morning.
Sing you awake. I will just send you a voice memo of me screaming at the top of my lungs. Also, if there's a hitch in that audio, something happened. So like, sorry, fam, but I wasn't saying anything important, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
Oh, you might have to like lower the audio where I just screamed.
That's fine.
At some point,
I can do that.
I screamed. I'm sorry, headphone users. That's all.
That's all.
Have a musical Monday. Have a wonderful fall.
Have a good fall. Have a good winter. Maybe we'll see you then.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out. Later.
Later, skaters.